What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to the old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Welcome back to the show where I give you the news and a quick rundown, as well as the opinions of myself that you don't give a damn about, but I'm going to give them to you anyway. What are we talking about today? Today we've got a rundown basically talking about Max Allegri has some more problems when you come to South American players. You got Chiesa's got an issue now, is definitely in doubt. Things are not adding up positively when it comes to Max Allegri coming back from break against Napoli. And then you got Mckennie messed up big. There's more stuff coming out about the protocol breaking out news that he did. Yeah, we got to talk about it. And then Allegri wants his player, Max Allegri, who supposedly is really interested in Tchouameni. We talked about it throughout the summer mercado, but he's going to be a player that definitely could be an option moving forward in the future. Stick with us. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back here in the Bianconeri zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is Wednesday, September 8th, 2021, and today, of course, we got your latest rundown of all things Juventus. Before we do anything, though, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, my guy. What are you doing? You see you liking our videos or what? You hit that like button as well. Do like that video. But also, we see you watching our videos. Why not you go ahead and subscribe, join our community, join our channel, and let us know in the comment section down below how you became a Juventus fan and how you came to the channel as well. Anyway, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. What do we have for you when it comes to the latest rundown of all things Juventus? First off, we have talks that are not going to excite a lot of you. Gazzetta dello Sport's reporting that there are more and more problems for Allegri. Juventus are anxious about the condition of Federico Chiesa, who has suffered a muscle problem. He could leave the training camp today and return to Torino. And what we do know is that he did leave training camp, so he is returning to Torino. Hopefully, he'll be okay for Napoli. We very much need him. Of all the players that you need, Federico Chiesa is up there on the list, right there with Paulo Dybala, whoever else have you. Especially all hands on deck while the South Americans are still out of play, and what appears like more than likely will not be able to factor into this match coming forward. So, am I worried? Yes, I'm worried. Yes, I'm absolutely worried. Without Federico Chiesa, that's a big, big loss Juventus could sustain. And it also adds fuel to that fire when it comes to people that hate the international break. And I'll be honest, some of the channel numbers lately, I kind of hate the international break as well right now. I know a lot of you all are kind of taking time off. I understand. I do the same thing too. But hopefully we can get back and get this thing rolling once the season starts. And hopefully you can hear me yelling, screaming about Juve on a regular basis with all you guys once again. But anyway, yeah, it's a frustrating thought and idea, especially when you have these unnecessary matches. Maybe not unnecessary because they're World Cup qualifying, obviously. But it's a bit unnecessary to have them when you have them. Literally, we came back. We had like 2 matches in the Serie A, Premier League, whatever have you. And then they're already back on an international break. It's ridiculous. You have to work out the scheduling, especially right now during a pandemic situation where things aren't all neat and clean about returning. You can't just get off a flight and go play a match. You have to go quarantine to do all this other crap, especially when you're in the South American countries and stuff like that, where it's very, I'll be honest, it's very dangerous right now. Not everybody, is as I don't want to say they're not doing it the right way. I just want to say it's spreading faster down there than it is other places in the world. Anyway, this was unrelated to that, though. This was about Federico Chiesa, and obviously he would be a big loss to not have him out there on the field, on Saturday, Sunday, whatever day it is. I can't remember. We'll see. I think it's Saturday, right? Yeah. Anyway, Tuttosport is also saying about the lineup for Napoli, of what they're predicting it is, and they have a completely new lineup for Juventus. They have Szczesny. Well, that's not completely new. But you got Szczesny, and then you got Chiellini, De Ligt, and De Sciglio in the back. So, and then you have Bernardeschi and Locatelli. So finally, hopefully Locatelli will get the starting playing time. My guy needs to be starting. My guy needs to be playing. I would say his play so far for the Italian national team has been, I don't want to, it's a little harsh, but it's the only word I really know how to use in the situation, but almost an indictment of Allegri being like, what are you doing? You're mismanaging this so poorly right now. And I understand there's certain people, certain coaches that have their ways and their mindset of like, no, you got to, work in and you got to get, whatever, so much time and training and all that. And I was also pushing. I wanted him earlier so that way he could be worked in. But my guy is so good. His talent so much it's leaps and bounds above every other midfielder we have. He needs to be out there playing. So they have Bernardeschi, Locatelli, Rabiot, Morata, and then you have Chiesa and Kulusevski. Hopefully Chiesa will be healthy. If Chiesa is not healthy, then you may not have it. They're all expected to start against Napoli. Any truly worrying signs? I'll be honest, I'm less worried, but obviously not having Dybala is going to be a hard, going to be a loss for me. I think even though some people can be harsh, he didn't have the greatest game. He had a really poor game against Empoli. Still is one of the top strikers Juventus has and the top options they have there. So I would like to have him back, but I would like to see how Kulusevski, Chiesa, and Morata can kind of work together in that attack and see. Hopefully they can develop something there. Let's move on to the next one. That is the big topic of the week. The big international topic that hopefully Juventus, or not hopefully, but Juventus didn't want to have to deal with. We don't need to deal with this. America doesn't need to deal with it. Nobody needs to deal with it. But here's basically what happened. ESPN, even my guys here locally who, almost avoid, European football calcio, if you will, are bragging it up, saying that Weston McKennie was sent home for multiple violations of the United States men's national team COVID, the protocol. I'm not going to say it. I started reading it, but the protocol there, the pandemic protocol, including bringing in an unauthorized person inside the team's bubble and also spent outside the bubble. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this on the live that we do later today because I have some opinions, some thoughts, some whatever have you. It's the stuff that I kind of live for, the fun stuff. It's not fun. This is not fun for Juventus. This is not for it's fun for the United States national team, but it's fun for me because it's nonsense and just ridiculousness that we didn't need, but is also a bit humorous if I'm being honest. The actions that occurred, what he is being accused of, or Pulisic. That's we'll just leave that out there. Anyway, but I don't. This is a serious topic, and I don't want. I can make a lot of fun and laugh and joke about it, which it is funny to a certain extent, but it's not funny when it comes to affecting Juventus's future and Juventus's current. Playing and all that, and also with the United States national team, it's a bad look to have a player that does stuff like that. So basically, I guess the one thing I could say, and the one thing that's true, and I understand he's completely, he should be criticized. He deserves every bit of it, every bit of frustration, every bit of what anger at him. When you have a player like this, it shows a level of immaturity and not caring for the club, not caring for your national team, not caring for your teammates. If what is rumored to be true, what I will say is overall, I would hope that he can grow from this, and this can be a growing moment, and it's not something that we will continue to see in the future. Hopefully, he can get his act together, come back stronger. If not, I'm okay with him being sold. It's a blemish that neither team needs right now, but at the same time, I don't want to act like it's no big deal, but it is a big deal. But at the same time, it's the first serious action outside of there's a party during 2020 and the times and stuff that he did that was irresponsible. I can't fully blame them because I understand, like, back then I was itching to be to have some social interaction outside of my wife and my kid, a newly born kid who, if you're a parent, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It'll drive you up a wall a little bit, just trying to day in and day out the discourse of every single day the same thing. So I can kind of understand these are young kids who, be honest, they probably aren't as worried about their peak physical condition, regardless of the facts. That's what they believe is they're good and they don't have to worry about it. So, I mean, he did have it as well. He did catch it too. So I don't think it was during that time. I remember when he caught it before, right? Is that correct? I think I'm right on that. Anyway, so it is what it is. Grow up, move on, get your bleep together. If not, January, you might be out of here. That's all I can really say. I know I was all over the place with that, but that's kind of how I am when it comes to this topic. There's so many little facets. Tuno Sport, though, is talking about Max Allegri wants his player. It cannot be ruled out that in January, Juve could make a move for Tchouameni if an important offer for Mckennie has arrived. Juve would have sold. That money would have gone to Ireland, a player Allegri really wants. I know a lot of guys that you all who watch the channel are high on him. I like the player. I think he's a solid option over there at Monaco. I think he could be a good he could be a good, youth player for the future, but also like a youth player that can actually probably give you good minutes now, not just a youth player who's going to get packed away into the youth system, and then we'll see what happens later, or he's plus Valenza or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I like that option. If Mckennie continues to be an issue, and that's the reason why we bring up the Mckennie thing before this. That's not the real reason. The real reason is because it's a serious topic. But a reason why we lead from that into this is because he could be the replacement for Weston McKennie if this keeps up, if he keeps underperforming, and he keeps being a sideshow act on the, for the United States national team and Juventus itself. So we'll see what happens there. Let me know. Are you all high on not West McKennie? Are you all high on Arlen Tchouameni? What do you hope to see? Would you hope to get him maybe in the January transfer market, or how would you prefer that to go down? Do you want to keep Weston McKennie, or what are your thoughts on Weston McKennie? Not rumors. Well, yes, you can throw those out there. The comment section's open. You can say whatever you want, except for if you're hurtful or mean to me, then I'll delete it. I'm kidding. No, I'll probably just go back at you. But anyway, just let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on all the topics we covered today. Anyway, that's all the latest updates that we really have for you regarding all things Juventus. But tonight, maybe a night tonight to watch for the Italian national team will be playing, and they're going up against, I believe, is Lithuania at 8:45 Juve time. Hopefully, we'll be able to see. I know there's been some lineups thrown out there. Bernadeschi's in there, whatever. I just want to see my boy Moise Kean. Throw Moise Kean out there. Let him play. Insigne went back home. Immobile went back home. All that's going on. Give my guy a chance. I want to see him out there playing. I want to see what he can do for the national team as well. Anyway, that's my final thought on that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for joining us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys joining the channel. Also, make sure you follow Bianconerizone at Bianconerizone on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter, and follow my boy Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.